Hey everybody, welcome back to Faking Cultured. I'm Pico, and as always I got Rob here with me, and off screen doing the behind the scenes thing we got Chef Jeff. So what we got in store for you tonight?
Little Asian persuasion I believe we got going in the wok.
That is correct. We're gonna dive right into it's an awesome, simple, tasty, quick recipe that we got for pepper steak. Everybody loves pepper steak.
Who doesn't love pepper
Doesn't
steak?
love pepper steak. So sit back, have a sip of that favorite beverage. We're gonna get right into these ingredients and we're gonna get to cooking.
Sounds good. All right, so before we get started, we're gonna have a sip of our favorite beverages.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers, bitches. Lovely. All right, Pico, now tell us what we got going on with our ingredients.
All right, so we have a red pepper and a green pepper, about 1.5 pounds of your sirloin or flank steak, depending on what you would like. We got a teaspoon of ginger, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, garlic clove, up 1 to 3, depending on the size of the cloves. This one's fairly large. We're just going to use 1. That's going to be minced. We got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of soy sauce, and we're also going to use this scallions right here, or green onions, as just a garnish on top. We're going to let Rob go ahead and make this sauce. We're going to put this sauce together so it all has a chance to meld together and, as Rob would say, do its thing.
We'll let it do its thing. This is really easy, everybody. All of these ingredients, with the exception of the scallions, are going to go into the sauce. So we're going to take everything that we've already pre-measured and just pour it into one single bowl. Boom. That was what?
Sesame oil.
Sesame oil. Done.
Ginger.
Ginger. Boom. Right on top. Done.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Sugar.
Everything's better with brown sugar.
That's right.
We got some cornstarch.
Little cornstarch. Boom. Right into the mix. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get all of this mixed up and do the garlic at the end. So now we're going to do our soy sauce, I believe.
Soy sauce.
Yep.
1/2
Soy sauce
cup.
is going to go in 1/2 cup. Just going to kind of start getting that minced around a little bit.
Let's go ahead and point out, a lot of people, we are using full sodium soy sauce because, you know, we're not communists. But
Exactly.
some people may want to use the low sodium. I think it comes out better with full sodium.
I agree. We did this on a test episode. We had some new equipment. We'll get into that in another episode, but we were out here testing this recipe, and we both kind of agreed, all three of us kind of agreed that we were going to use more sodium. So
More sodium.
now we're going to go back to our garlic.
Press that in there.
You get in there. Booyah. I like it. Now we're just going to take this, and you're literally just mixing everything together right here. That's making a wonderful little sauce. And now that this sauce is done, we're going to put it off to the side, let it do its thing, let all those flavors kind of meld together. And we're going to chop up some vegetables and some steak. We'll be right back. All right, now we're going to get to cutting our peppers. Pico here is going to do that. But before we do that, we're going to have a sip of our favorite beverage, as always. Cheers, bitch.
Bitches.
Oh, bitches. All right, Pico, show us what we got going on with these peppers.
All right, so we're going to cut these into nice little thin strips. It's fairly easy. We just go like this. Bam, bam, bam. And see this little part at the bottom? I saved that for me. We're going to go ahead and get rid of some of these ribs too.
You want a bite?
No, because I saved this right here. Here,
I'm
try
gonna-
that.
I know.
That's
this
why I keep these.
chef treat.
I'm still chewing. Chef treats are wonderful. Now look at all this green pepper we got now. And again, we get rid of this. We get in here, I'm going to get rid of some of these ribs.
That looks like a really bad Saturday night, doesn't it?
Or a really good one.
I don't even want to show that on camera. That's one of those like.
Is that the waffle?
It's the green. It's the
waffle?
green. It's the green twat waffle. Is that a thing?
It is now.
All right.
All right, so we're just going to cut these into nice little thin strips. I mean, everybody, if you want fatter strips, cut them into fatter strips. This is how we like ours. So close, wasn't
I
it?
saw you cut your fingertip off 3 times. They were in my head mentally.
I was going to point that out, that I have not. And this is a new knife, so this is really sharp too, but this is true.
Yes.
He has seen me Shaved the tip of my thumb off
While you're doing that,
3 times.
we're gonna get some of these. Yes. Get them over here. In
But
the
I also
bowl.
saw him drop a brand new knife, grabbed it as it was going down, cut his finger, and bent the whole tip over on it.
He's not
Did-
wrong.
Did that not
he's
happen?
not wrong. No,
That
he's,
happened.
he's not wrong. That did happen.
You know, actually, this is a vegetable knife
y'all need to get
You want to use this,
Steel toe boots?
Nobody needs a band-aid.
Bro Bear?
Thumb.
Yeah, and you just bent the tip out of your fucking knife too, because it landed right on the tip.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my hand out there for you. Cut my finger too.
Makes for good. That'd be a great blooper reel. Me cutting you instead of me cutting me.
That would be.
All right, go ahead, put that on here.
Okay.
We can do like the. Oh no, we're not gonna do that.
I totally just thought you stabbed yourself just then. I totally did. I was like, oh shit.
Here's a green
Did he
pepper.
just,
Have
did he
some of
just
that.
do that?
All right, so we got our peppers cut. Oh, I'm just gonna talk with a mouthful.
Right?
We're gonna clean this up.
Here, I'll cover that for you.
We're gonna get Rob in here. He's gonna show you how you're gonna trim your steak up, cut some of the gristle out. He'll explain all this as we go.
Sounds good. We'll be right back.
All right, so now we're gonna turn this over to Rob. He's gonna show us how to correctly play with his meat like he usually does.
I like it. I love that thud.
Thud, you like that sound?
Yes.
Sounds like Jeffrey hitting the board.
All right, so this is what we're going to have to do. First, you got to have a sip of your favorite beverage.
We warned you of this earlier.
Yes, indeed. If you haven't been paying attention or seen any of our other episodes, you'll realize very quickly that we are a drinking show with a cooking problem.
Severe cooking problem.
Indeed. Cheers, bitch.
Not the other way.
So here's what we got. We've got a full top sirloin right here. It's very important because we're going to be cutting our meat into strips that you want to be cutting against the grain. Well, on a full top sirloin cut, if you look through here, you can see the grain goes in different directions. You can also see that we've got a little bit of little gristle. We've got a little bit of connective tissue right through here. Let's go ahead and separate our cut of meat out. So let's go ahead and do that first. What we should have done first is sharpen my knife. I did not do such.
You could always use my knife,
I could.
but you
That was
handle your
bad.
meat is
We'll be
awesome.
right back after I sharpen my knife. Now our knife is sharpened. Let's get back to cutting our meat. So we're going to go ahead and pull this off to the side. We're going to go ahead, like we were talking about, we're going to separate all of our different sides right here. See, that was much better. We're going to get rid of this. You see all this connective tissue right here? We don't need any of that shit. We're just going to get rid of that. Go ahead and get it. Oh, flip it over.
Oh, God.
Boom, that side. Did you see that? Boom, right there. Uh-huh. We're going to get rid of this here. I think I'm going to flip it over because I can see more of it on this side. Off that goes.
There you go. Good game, bud.
I know, good game. Look, get the other one. There you go. All right, if you look real close here, you can see we've got a little bit of a swirl as far as the grain goes here. You see how the grain is primarily going here on this side? We're going to start cutting strips this way. But you don't need strips that are 3-4 inches long. You want them a little bit shorter than that. So let's do this. Let's cut this right down the middle. And then we're going to take this. Got a little bit of connective tissue here. You know what? There's not enough meat there to save. Let's just get rid of that. Right there. We're going to cut it across here. That's going to come out just as such.
I like the way you handle your meat.
You know,
You're doing well. But you got a funny story for that? Do tell.
not on camera. Pull this off to the side. All right, now we're going to go back here. See, the grain's going this way. We're going to cut little strips of our meat. We're going to go as thin as we can. Boom.
I like that. That's perfect
Boom.
right there.
Boom. And you want to basically do this for the entire cut. So we're going to be left with a whole bunch of little strips like this. That's going to be basically when we go back into the wok. This is going to be pan-seared into the wok with basically everything coming together in a culmination of what makes pepper steak, right?
Peppers and steak.
We had to keep it simple. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. We're going to let Jeff speed this up a little bit as well. Now I'm about to cut my freaking thumb off.
Do it. Do it.
No!
Come
Not
on.
happening.
Come on,
Not
do it.
happening. You get to the chopper.
Cut faster. My wife Maria cuts faster than that.
All right, now we got all of our meat in these nice little healthy little chunks, little strips right here. We're going to get this prepped because we're going to be moving over here to the stove. Pico, you're going to be doing our wok action.
Yep. Saute the peppers up. We're going to saute the peppers a little bit first for about a minute or two just to soften them up, get them starting to cook. Move those to the side. Then we'll put the steak in. As the steak starts to brown but still red in the middle, we add the peppers back, and then the sauce goes in, and everything comes right together in about 5 minutes.
This is going to be perfect. So grab a sip of your favorite beverage.
Bitches?
Cheers, bitches. We'll be right back.
All right, so right before we start our saute, simply because we're faking culture, not real culture, we're going to use instant rice, which you can do whatever. I don't prefer it, but here we go. We're going to start this. We got to submerge 2 bags in here. I'm going to put that on high, and it's going to boil uncovered for 8 to 10 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and start this because it takes a little while longer while we saute. All right, so we got our rice doing its thing. Now we're going to go ahead and saute some vegetables here. Well, we didn't say before, we always use our avocado oil. Get your pan nice and hot. We're going to dump this in. Watch out for the flash. Let that shimmy shake around.
Best sound in the world.
All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do, we got these working. We're going to dump this after we've tossed it for about 2 minutes. We're going to dump that right in there, and we're going to start browning our steak up. Oh yeah. There's the good part. We're going to move these around so they brown nice and evenly all over, but not fully cooked. Because then we're going to add our peppers back to it. And we're going to dump our sauce in and let it finish cooking. Alright, so now that we got our steak, you can see it's still a little pink. Not quite cooked all the way. We're going to go ahead and add our peppers back in here. Start tossing all this together. You don't want to overcook the steak or it's going to get tough. So now that we got everything back in here together, if you'll hand me that sauce there, Rob. We're going to go ahead and put this in here. Now once this gets in here, we only need about 2 minutes, maybe 3, to get it all. You see how runny it is now, but you'll see later in the video how this thickens up as it gets to the heat. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to work this for about 2 minutes here, 3 minutes possibly, tossing it together, and you'll notice that the sauce will thicken up. And if you look in here, get in here, Rob. You can see that it's already starting to thicken up just a little bit. It's not quite as runny as it was. But as we keep going, you'll notice it starts bonding with the meat, the sauce, and it's going to come out delicious. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep stirring this and tossing it around a little bit, doing like I do. This rice is almost done. When we get back, we're going to show you how we plate everything up together, and then we're going to eat it.
Alright, so Mike has prepared this exceptionally well. Let's get back to why we're here. Because why we're here is eat this bomb-ass pepper steak.
But before we do that,
Oh,
as always,
we have to have a sip of our favorite beverage.
just so happens, we have these prepared.
That's right. Cheers, bitch. Is...
No one filled mine.
Oh.
Well, we'll drink without
Cut! Jim or Crown?
Jim.
As we were saying, have a sip of your favorite beverage. Cheers, bitch.
Cheers, bitches.
Is... Let's dig into this. So now we've got our peppers, red and green, our scallions on top.
Scallions on top. Let's go ahead
A little
and
bit of
take
let's
some of
just
this.
let's just smash it on down,
Yeah. Now this is what it would look like if you actually got it served.
right? If DoorDash showed up,
Let me go here.
It ain't gonna look like that.
no, it won't.
I can promise it ain't gonna taste like that.
This is better than last time.
I think. He's right. It was better than last time.
I'm gonna have another bite.
Mm-hmm.
I need a pepper. So look, this is really easy, everybody. As you can see, this took minutes to prepare.
I'm gonna keep eating.
By minutes, I mean like this is, I think we're on hour 6 of filming. But if you were just to cook this, you literally can have this done from
20
the
minutes.
store in 20, 30 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. You might even get some...
Go ahead. Finish what you were gonna say. You can't say it on camera. That's why you stopped.
right? You might even have a good time that night if you cook this for somebody special coming over to your house.
We're not going back to that day, are we?
I don't know, what's the day?
Guys, you're going to love this. Like I said, get a pen and paper, write this recipe down. This is easy. And if this is your first time watching, come on back. We got more. There's more of this where this came from.
Oh, hey, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that alert button. We've been a little slow in posting lately. We were going to mention this earlier. We kind of all got a little sick. We kind of got some new equipment. We were kind of dealing with some personal issues. Wouldn't call them issues, just speed bumps. We're back. We're ready to go. So you guys sit back and watch this because we're going to have one hell of a year coming up. So
Oh, yeah.
we're starting off with some pepper steak.
I'm going to keep eating pepper steak.
I like
Jeff ain't
that.
even getting none.
Jeff, we'll get you a plate here in just a minute when it's all done. And yeah, thanks for coming.